Hello, everyone, and a warm welcome. In today's video presentation, I am going to discuss MCQs from Unit 3 of the JKssb Female Supervisor exam. Let's solve some essential multiple choice questions that focus on Unit 3, Human Rights, Concept and Evolution. For MCQs on more topics, subscribe to my YouTube channel. The subscription link is provided in the description. Let us try to solve some important MCQs one by one from the topic concept of human rights and its evolution. Question 1. What is the foundation of human rights in India? A. International treaties. B. Indian Constitution. C. Government policies. D. Legal precedents. The correct answer to question 1 is option B. Indian Constitution. Question 2. Which international document played a crucial role in shaping the concept of human rights globally and influenced India's understanding of human rights? A. Universal Declaration of Human Rights, UDHR. B. United Nations Charter. C. Geneva Conventions. D. Kyoto Protocol. The correct answer to question 2 is option A. Universal Declaration of Human Rights, UDHR. Question 3. What are human rights? A. Government privileges. B. Basic rights and freedoms inherent to all individuals. C. Economic benefits. D. Religious obligations. The correct answer to question 3 is option B. Basic rights and freedoms inherent to all individuals. Question 4. Which document is often considered the foundation of modern human rights? A. Universal Declaration of Independence. B. Geneva Conventions. C. Universal Declaration of Human Rights. D. Magna Carta. The correct answer to question 4 is option C. Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Question 5. When was the Universal Declaration of Human Rights adopted by the United Nations? A. 1945. B. 1950. C. 1948. D. 1960. The correct answer to question 5 is option C. 1948. Question 6. Which organization is primarily responsible for the promotion and protection of human rights globally? A. United Nations. B. World Health Organization. C. International Monetary Fund. D. Amnesty International. The correct answer to question 6 is option A. United Nations. Question 7. Which right is considered the cornerstone of human rights? A. Right to education. B. Right to life. C. Right to property. D. Right to leisure. The correct answer to question 7 is option B. Right to life. Question 8. Which human rights instrument specifically addresses the rights of children? A. International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights. B. Convention on the Rights of the Child. C. Universal Declaration of Human Rights. D. International Covenant on Economic, Social, and Cultural Rights. The correct answer to question 8 is option B. Convention on the Rights of the Child. Question 9. What is the concept of cultural relativism in relation to human rights? A. All cultures are equal. B. Human rights are universal and apply to all cultures. C. Each culture determines its own human rights standards. D. Cultural relativism is not relevant to human rights. The correct answer to question 9 is option C. Each culture determines its own human rights standards. Question 10. Which international human rights treaty focuses on the rights of women? A. Convention on the Rights of the Child. B. Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women, CEDAW. C. International Covenant on Economic, Social, and Cultural Rights. D. Convention Against Torture and Other Cruel, Inhuman, or Degrading Treatment or Punishment. The correct answer to question 10 is option B. Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women, CEDAW. Question 11. In the Indian context, which fundamental right is explicitly related to the protection of life and personal liberty? A. Right to equality, Article 14. B. Right to freedom, Article 19. C. Right to life and personal liberty, Article 21. D. Right against exploitation, Article 23. The correct answer to question 11 is option C. Right to life and personal liberty, Article 21. Question 12. Which of the following is considered a civil and political right as per international human rights standards? A. Right to education. B. Right to work. C. Right to vote. D. Right to health. The correct answer to question 12 is option C. Right to vote. Question 13. What is the purpose of the International Bill of Human Rights? A. To establish a world government. B. To provide guidelines for international trade. C. To protect and promote human rights globally. D. To enforce global taxation. The correct answer to question 13 is option C. To protect and promote human rights globally. Question 14. Which right ensures that individuals have the freedom to practice their chosen religion or belief? A. Right to work. B. Right to freedom of thought, conscience, and religion. C. Right to education. D. Right to participate in government. The correct answer to question 14 is option B. Right to freedom of thought, conscience, and religion. Question 15. Under the Indian Constitution, which article prohibits discrimination on the grounds of religion, race, caste, sex, or place of birth? A. Article 14. B. Article 15. C. Article 16. D. Article 21. The correct answer to question 15 is option B. Article 15. Question 16. Which human rights principle emphasizes that all individuals are equal before the law and entitled to the equal protection of the law? A. Right to equality. B. Right to freedom. C. Right to education. D. Right to property. The correct answer to question 16 is option A. Right to equality. Question 17. In the context of human rights, what does the acronym NHRC stand for in India? A. National Human Rights Commission. B. National Heritage and Rights Council. C. National Health and Resource Committee. D. National Humanitarian Relief Center. The correct answer to question 17 is option A. National Human Rights Commission. Question 18. Under the right to freedom of speech and expression, Article 19, in the Indian Constitution, what can be restricted in the interest of sovereignty and integrity of India? A. Right to assemble peacefully. B. Right to form associations or unions. C. Right to move freely throughout the territory of India. D. Right to practice any profession or to carry on any occupation, trade or business. The correct answer to question 18 is option C. Right to move freely throughout the territory of India. Question 19. What is the primary purpose of the right to education, Article 21A, in the Indian Constitution? A. Ensuring free and compulsory education for children. B. Guaranteeing higher education for all citizens. C. Promoting vocational training. D. Providing scholarships for students. The correct answer to question 19 is option A. Ensuring free and compulsory education for children. Question 20. Which human rights principle emphasizes protection against torture, cruel, or degrading treatment or punishment? A. Right to liberty and security, Article 9. B. Right to a fair trial, Article 10. C. Prohibition of torture, Article 5. D. Right to privacy, Article 8. The correct answer to question 20 is option C. Prohibition of torture, Article 5. Question 21. What is the primary focus of the Right to Information (RTI) Act in India? A. Protection of privacy. B. Promotion of transparency and accountability. C. Freedom of religion. D. Right to property. The correct answer to question 21 is option B. Promotion of transparency and accountability. Question 22. In the context of human rights, what is the purpose of the Juvenile Justice, Care and Protection of Children Act in India? A. Protecting the rights of the elderly. B. Ensuring fair trials for adults. C. Safeguarding the rights of children in conflict with the law. D. Promoting higher education for children. The correct answer to question 22 is option C. Safeguarding the rights of children in conflict with the law. Question 23. In the Indian legal framework, which article addresses the prohibition of discrimination on grounds of religion, race, caste, sex, or place of birth? A. Article 14. B. Article 15. C. Article 16. D. Article 21. The correct answer to question 23 is option B. Article 15. Question 24. What is the primary focus of the right against exploitation, Article 23, in the Indian Constitution? A. Prohibition of forced labor and trafficking. B. Right to equal pay for equal work. C. Right to work in safe conditions. D. Prohibition of child labor. The correct answer to question 24 is option A. Prohibition of forced labor and trafficking. Question 25. Which international human rights instrument addresses the rights of persons with disabilities and promotes their full and equal participation in society? A. Convention on the Rights of the Child, CRC. B. Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women, CEDAW. C. International Covenant on Economic, Social and Cultural Rights, ICSCR. D. Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities, CRPD. The correct answer to question 25 is option D. Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities, CRPD. Thank you everyone. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel Education and Teacher Education at Shoki Bilal.